Hello, I hope you are well. My name is Katie Campos. So, in this time, I'm going to show you this translation. It's a birth certificate, okay? For this translation of this birth certificate, we use glossary.com because we translate two sentences, then other two sentences, and so on. But some sentences we were able to translate without using any tool. So, in a few words, we did a literal translation, okay? In this birth certificate, we found 5 technical words, but I'm going to show you 3. The first one is vale. In English is authorization. This means what they added in this document is valid. In other words, it has legal force. The second one is marginalization. In Spanish is marginación. This means that the change that are made in the birth certificate. The third one is alteración. In English is alteration. This means that if any confusion is found, the birth certificate will have to be cancelled. To translate these words, we use pros.com. So, for me, translation is hard because first you have to understand the context, analyze it to be able to translate it. If you don't do that, it will be difficult for you to translate. On the other hand, it is something very important for me because in this way I learn new words and enrich my knowledge. It's a nice experience.
Hello, my name is Elvira Cruz, and today I'm going to talk about the document that I chose for this activity. And in this case is a sworn statement, and also I found it as affidavit. Is a declaración jurada. So as you can see, this is the document in Spanish, and this is the document in English. So, and the techniques that I used to translate was I used the literal translation because in some cases I think that it was necessary. Also, I use the transposition, adaptation, and modulations because the document is like mixed, and for that reason I had to use those techniques. And for example, with technical words, okay, first of all, the technical words that I think that it was like the first thing that I could notice. For example, this is a phrase: Fiscalía General de la República. It was some hardest for me to find the correct translation. And for that reason I use some dictionaries. It was difficult, but at the end I think that is the correct way. Also, señor juez primero de paz. This is another phrase. and also some letters, for example, CN, that means constitution, and NC, that means complementary normative, PR with PN, that means criminal procedure, and code of criminal procedure. So basically, those was the phrases or words that I could find that it was like some difficult to translate. And the dictionaries that I used were Pros, Glaspe, and Google Translate. And then the hardest part for me, and to be honest, was when I was translating the part of, okay, to be honest, I think that almost all the document was difficult, but and I spent a lot of time in the first part that says in Fiscalía General de la República. I was looking for a lot of information in the dictionaries because I wanted to do something good, a good translation. And also, Señor Juez Primero de Paz. To be honest, I didn't know how I have to do to translate that part. And I didn't know if what I was doing was good. So I was talking with my classmate and we agree with the translation. So something that I learned, well, I think that was acquire more vocabulary. That is very important because by this way we can learn new words. So basically is what I learned, new words, and I think this is something that I can enjoy. I think translate documents. I think that is something that I really like it. It's some difficult, yes, but I think that I can overcome. So this is all for this presentation, and thank you so much.